So in 2020, I found out that things were amiss in the hospital paperwork and such like. So I'm just going to show you to do with the hacking, because I believe that I started getting hacked in 2020. A lot of my email addresses were linked to an old email address, and it was the recovery email address for all my accounts. So it was a Virgin email address, and it was the recovery email address that linked all the accounts together. I didn't know, because I'd changed all my accounts, such as Facebook and Xbox and all sorts of things, but the actual accounts were all linked to this one Virgin account. I didn't have control over this Virgin account. It was an old email address from my past. I used to travel, and I only really used to use the email address for one thing when I travelled, but it was linked to everything else anyway. So this says 24th of March 2020, and on it it's got via email only to my Virgin email address. But as I say, I didn't use the email address, so why I was getting letters sent to me by someone else who was using the email address, I didn't really understand this at the time, but I do now. But yeah, as it says, via email only to my email address, even though I wasn't using it and I had no control over it. I had no control over it because the password had been changed. So let me just go over to here. And the password was changed to something like a 14-digit number when it had only been a 7-digit number. I did try and call the police about this, and they looked into the hacking, and I sent a load of letters through to a certain officer in Devon and Cornwall Police, and he didn't actually do anything. I've got to admit, he didn't do anything at all. He did so little that I ended up hiring a forensic investigation team to look into all of this, because of the fact that the police weren't doing anything. But I think it's because the police weren't doing anything because it's all gone through the coroner's office with my mum's stuff, and they didn't do anything with that either. So they're not very helpful. If you want something doing, do it yourself, because there's no point asking them. They're just useless. It seems that I'm not actually allowed to report any crime at all to the police. So, like I say, I've done it myself, and here we go. The email address was attached to my other email address. It was attached to my Facebook account, my Xbox account, to all sorts of things. But like I say, I put on here hacking. This was at the end of 2020. There you go, 17th of the 12th, and I wrote to this police officer. With the Virgin email address, it's locked. The last time I spoke to Virgin, they said the only way they could unlock it would be if the police rang Virgin Media and asked for it themselves. This is what I was told by the forensic investigation team dealing with this. We told this to the police, myself, and so did the agent that I'd hired. And we spoke to the police, and they said, yep, they can do that. All they'll have to do is ring them up, and of course they can get the information straight away. They never did that. The police never rang them, because I rung them myself, Virgin, and they said, we never heard from the police. They only had to ring and ask, and we have to do it as our duty to release the information to the police. But like I say, the police didn't do that, and so that information just got lost, I presume. I don't know whether anyone could ever sort it out again now, but I think the case has been closed to do with that. The Virgin email address was linked to my ordinary email address that I was using at the time, as you can see there. And that was the letter. Concerns around your email address being hacked. Inquiries have been conducted, and it shows the email address and details, potential subject, data breach in 2016. This is likely part of a larger breach, along with numerous other people. Well, I know that it wasn't. It was to do with me and nobody else. But like I say, I've reported it to the police and nothing was done. You can see there that the Gmail address and my Virgin address were linked. There's another one somewhere where it says that they were all, I'll keep going anyway, they were all synced. So here it says current sync every 2 hours. Now I know that all my accounts were being synced together through this one email address. And this sounds like something sci-fi, not sci-fi, but it sounds like something just crazy, like a movie or something. And it was absolutely crazy. Download email the last 3 months, sync options, everything was synced together, and I didn't seem to have any control over things being synced together. It's just crazy. I was being hacked, I believe, since 2016, and I have spoken to the police and I've given them my my idea of who was syncing, who was hacking me and all this sort of thing. Nothing at all was done about it. Nothing. Absolute rubbish. Data that I shared, Facebook, although I have reported the hacking to the police, nothing has been done about it. I would like something done about it. I would like charges brought against them. This is also continued harassment. I've reported to you before. Yours sincerely, me. Excuse me. Synced account. Files was. I sent them a file. I sent the police a file. And the file was. It was huge, and it had all the hospital paperwork in. It had everything in it, and I sent it to Devon and Cornwall Police. And as you can see here, I did it through a WeTransfer, and it was something like, I can't remember how many megabyte it was or something, but anyway, we sent it off to the police, and the police didn't open it. They never looked at it, because when you send a WeTransfer thing, it tells you when the person's opened it. It tells you, you know, all the different things, and the police didn't open it. They never even looked at it, which to me is just nonsense. Why would you not look at something that someone's trying to show you as evidence? My Facebook account, as you can see there, there's 2 Facebook accounts. That one with a 6 at the top, that's the cloned account. And the other one is my account. But the cloned account was working my Facebook as well. And I was getting hacked all the time through Facebook. It was linked to my Gmail address, and my Google and all that sort of thing. And nothing was done. Nothing at all was done about it. Other email address accounts, all that sort of thing. Device to device email account transfer, ongoing call, message, all of this sort of thing. This was all connected to the other email address, through the Virgin email address. Like I say, nothing was done. I wrote to the police again. Today I've been hacked, and this cloned Facebook account added to my phone 4 times today. I was hacked 4 times in that one day, on the 6th of August 2021. So this year. But I'm still guessing it's him or her. And yeah, it was the cloned Facebook account. Now, I ended up signing out of Facebook on the 6th of August 2021 because I was being hacked so much there was nothing I could do about it. Nobody was helping me at all. The police wouldn't help. They could see that I was being hacked, but the police refused to help. So I've just ended up getting rid of my Facebook account. Well, I haven't. I've still got it, but I don't use it because of the fact that it gets hacked every time. Every time I turn my phone on and I put Facebook on, the cloned account comes up. Well, I say the cloned account. There's actually two. There's another one, which is that one there, Facebook account, and it's got 148. Again, that's not my Facebook account. It's someone else's that's hacking it. So there's two cloned accounts and my own account, and they're hacking me, and nothing's being done. I really do believe that I have been hacked since 2016. And they've hacked all my accounts, and all my accounts were linked, all of them were synced together, and they were transferring information every 2 hours about the linked accounts. I've been told that if I went through the London fraud department, that they would be able to do something about it. Well, if you're watching this, London Fraud Squad, perhaps you could give me a call. I'd rather you weren't anything to do with the Devon and Cornwall police, because they're just useless and they didn't do anything at all, and they're not going to do anything. So I'd rather go through a police force that could actually do something. I have all the information. Anything you need to know, just give me a shout, and there we go. We'll go from there. This is all to do with the hacking 2016 onwards. Mostly in 2020 when I found out about my mum in hospital and I was being hacked all the time, every day, and 2021. So there we go. Like I say, it says here, police rang Virgin Media, or they should have been able to ring them, but they never rang because I rang up. I was also hacked through another email address. There was a Microsoft email address to do my Xbox.